So my appeal for Earth Day is that uh, I feel we indigenous communities have been working towards safeguarding the nature. And this year, this Earth Day, let us all come together wherein we, in partnership with everyone, would like to safeguard nature, wherein we seek your support and solidarity in protecting our rights and also safeguarding us in protecting the nature. The main core of my climate advocacy is that it is important to recognize the rights of indigenous people in order to enable them to uh, be an active members of climate action or be an active stakeholders for climate action, because until and unless they are safe and secure, they'll not be able to contribute even if they have traditional knowledge and practices. For us, indigenous people, nature is a source of identity and culture and tradition, and we have been living a symbiotic relationship with nature. So we have been protecting nature and nature has been protecting us. So I strongly feel that eco-friendly way of living, and at the same time it is also important that the traditional knowledge and practices of the indigenous communities which has been there needs to be supported and strengthened. When we are talking about restoring our relationship with nature, one of the thing which I have personally experienced, I have seen that how there has been exploitation of nature. Like people see nature as a commercial commodity of how we can extract from nature. And that is where there has been a lot of extractions and there has been lots of exploitation of nature. And that is where we need to realize and we need to take steps that, we cannot survive without nature and we cannot sustain by extracting from nature. It has to be caring for nature, it has to be love for nature, and it has to be love for nature as we love ourselves. And that's why for indigenous communities, when I say that restoring relationship with nature, so I would like to say that we indigenous communities have always have a relationship with nature which is very dear. And as I said, nature is a source of our identity. So it is very important that amidst all the developmental paradigms which is going on, it is important to enable and support the indigenous communities relationship with nature and their traditional knowledge. And that is where it is also very important to put in efforts to revive and promote the traditional knowledge of indigenous communities. When we are talking about empowerment of indigenous people, I think the first and the priority would be to protect the indigenous people across the globe, because indigenous people, we are people are being killed for protecting the nature. And that is why I feel empowerment has to will be done only when there is protection at the first hand. So protection of the indigenous people community, of the indigenous peoples across, is the priority and should be the core. And the second thing, which is very important, is recognizing the rights of the indigenous people across their territories, their land and forest. Because only when the rights over the land and territory is recognized, they'll be feeling secure and they'll be able to contribute and they'll be enabled to sustain their traditional knowledge and practices. Also, non-recognition of rights also leads to loss of this traditional knowledge, because it leads to massive land grab, it leads to displacement, it leads to migration. And that is why recognition of rights of the indigenous people is very important to achieve the Paris Agreement goals and also the sustainable development goals. And the third thing, which is very important when we are talking about empowerment, it is also economic empowerment is very important for the indigenous people. And when I say economic empowerment, I say that their own traditional entrepreneur skills, their own forest based livelihood practices needs to be supported and needs to be strengthened, wherein the resources and the finances allocation needs to be done directly to the community members.